Hi, Stitchers.
Hi, I'm Keisha.
I'm Laura, and welcome to the Pattern Queens episode 94. Today is Sunday. Oh, I gotta look. Sunday.
July 24th.
Thank you. And this is a channel about cross stitch.
And friendship and rambles and lots of shenanigans, and it being 1 week until my birthday, which is how I knew what the date was.
Oh, okay. That makes perfect sense. We have had an uptick in our subscriber count. We're pushing ever closer to that 1,000, which would be so fun. You know what, you guys, if you go out and you get really prolific and get us over 1,000, one of the perks I know we can have is that we have the ability to go live. And I, along with my daughter, Katie, the Black Needle Society, are hosting an in-person retreat the first week of August. Keisha will be there. Yes. And Keisha and I could go live.
We could. And you never know what shenanigans we'll get up to
if
we don't get to edit these things.
Yeah. So tell your friends, get our subscriber count up. We'll figure it out.
But we're happy for each and every one of you, because I can't imagine that more than 5 people actually want to watch us. So thank you so much for being
here. But we're like so close now. And really the number, we're happy to be making the videos. So the number is just like we're so close. It would be nice to have those extra little perks, but that's really the reason.
Right. Yeah. We're just friends who like to talk about cross stitch to each other. So
and obviously you guys like to talk back to us. We've seen so many great comments, and I've been doing my best to get to things and make sure that we answered everything. And if I see things specifically for Keisha, I always tell her, hey, Keisha, comments.
Yeah. Oh, guys, I'm terrible about it, because every time I sit down and I'm like, I should look at those, I am like, I just fall asleep. Not that you guys are boring, just that that means I have a spare minute where I'm looking at my phone and then I just fall asleep.
Yes. Yeah. A spare minute where you've gotten to squeeze in something, right?
Right.
Okay, so how about some life update?
Okay, well, since we last got together, James turned 2, so I'm now officially the mother of a 2-year-old, which is terrifying, but also wonderful. He had his 2-year checkup, but so he's perfectly normal developmentally, still on the small side, but that's okay. We like our little pocket-sized boy. And I don't really have a whole lot to report other than that. Like I said, it's 1 week until my birthday, so I'm very excited about it being 1 week until my birthday. I love my birthday, so.
Me too. That's something we share, that it
Right.
Just, you know, I don't really care a whole lot about what's going on. I just like that it's my birthday.
Yep, pretty much. So what's new with you?
Well, we have come through 2 retreats. We finished the Summer in Stars Hollow retreat, which I think I talked about a little bit last time. And then last weekend, the reason we didn't film is that we were finishing up our Frogwarts Year 3 retreat. And oh my gosh, we had such good turnout at both retreats. Last weekend was amazing. There were almost 200 active participants online.
Wow.
So it was crazy. And we had one of the challenges that happens during the thing is that Katie designs a pattern, and I don't have a copy of the pattern here with me, but if we set a date, so they got to start on July 3rd on my birthday. We did an online chat with us, and everybody got to start. And we saw they have 2 weeks. They have till like 4:30 on Sunday, the last day of the retreat, to finish. And so we saw more finishes this year than we have ever seen before.
Wow. And guys, that pattern's no slouch. It's about 12,000 stitches.
Yeah. So it's a lot to get in that amount. It's 2 weeks exactly, because July 3rd was a Sunday and 2 weeks to it. So yeah, crazy. And there were people who had not finished year 1 or year 2, either because this is the first year they're finding us or because they just didn't finish them before. Right. We had more than one person who finished all 3 retreat pieces during the retreat. Now, they didn't start them all in that same period, but they finished all 3.
That's fun.
So one of our friends has joked that she never gets to really work on the pieces during the retreat. So she thinks she's just going to kind of work them all on. And in year 7, she'll just finish all 7 during
That's
retreat.
perfect. Just do all the borders year 7.
And the other thing with me is you can hear how I sound. When we came home from StitchCon, Katie ended up with COVID. Right as her quarantine period was over, Bree came home from Starbucks a few days later with COVID. And before her quarantine period was over, Jeff ended up catching it from Bree. And I have just been like panicked, worried about, what's going on. But what I have gotten is just this nasty cold. And it is most of the way gone. But today you get me with a very funny, froggy voice.
That's okay. We'll take you however you come, Laura.
So we made Katie Landis a lot today.
Yes.
If you don't know about that, that is our one of our viewers wrote in and said, oh my gosh, you guys say that all the time. You should make it a drinking game. So we do. And I'm having water today. What are you having today?
I am having an iced cinnamon dolce latte from Starbucks. My favorite.
I've been mostly avoiding the Starbucks drinks because it's too much milk with all the stuff.
Oh no, no, you don't want that when you're congested at all.
Yeah.
So
no fun, because I like that.
Right. Right.
But that's pretty much it for Life Update.
Yeah. And now you're just getting ready for an in-person retreat. So, nothing else going on in your life.
Oh, yeah. And we packed out boxes and, all the things. I did not actually pack this time. They decided that I should just stay home.
Yes, which was probably right. But it's a good box. They brought it to me yesterday. It's a nice one.
So do you want to talk? I didn't even ask you. Do you have any finishes?
Well, actually, now that you mention it, I had 2 finishes while we were away. So those are finishes number 5 and number 6, but I cannot show them to you.
But because she had finishes number 5 and number 6, you will see more things later.
Yes.
So. Okay, so let's move on. And how about some stash?
All right. Well, I do have some stash that you brought me yesterday, actually, with the box. Don't worry, it's not box spoilers, it's something else. So the first thing you brought me was an unlicensed, we don't support a certain person in this house, Hufflepuff needle minder from Cricklewood Crossings. So that's exciting because I am a Hufflepuff. I'm a good friend.
All the way from StitchCon.
So that's exciting.
And I just kept forgetting to bring it to you.
Yes. And then our LNS CC and Company is having a garage sale that they have every year. And I didn't get a chance to go down there. Luckily, I had friends who did go and picked me up things anyway. So I have Posy from Mosey and Me. Look at that little pig with her eyelashes. She's so fun. I love her.
She made me laugh, and I thought she's a pig, and she made me laugh.
I'm definitely going to have to get that rosebud. What a fancy pig she is.
And those of you who have been watching us may remember when I talked about Pumpkin Joe's pants. That's the same designer.
Yes.
So now you get a pig with the same amount of stitches as Pumpkin Joe's pants.
I mean, that's an intense amount of pink stitching right there. That might be a retreat piece for challenges because that's just going back and forth with pink.
Put those little speckles in and an outline and you got it, right?
Go. And then I also got Sophie's Sheep from Plum Street Samplers. That's a really cute one too. I like this one a lot.
I'm not sure if I have that one in my stash, but I really like that. So
yeah, it's really fun. I like it a lot. So I'm excited to work on that one. But that is my stash this time. How about you? What have you got?
Well, I'm going to show you the highlights.
All right.
I should have asked you ahead of time what was your favorite thing from the Frogwarts box and let you pull things out.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even bring the Frogwarts box in here with me. Well, my favorite is always the needle minder because the needle minders are always great. Ask me about any Black Needle Society box and I'll probably tell you As long as well, I always like the needle minders, but if it's one that Katie Landis designed, it's probably my favorite part of the box. It's become kind of a joke with us that I always wait to open the needle minder until the very last thing because I know what the packaging looks like. And so I just hold it out until the end.
Yeah. She will pick it up and move it.
Though I will tell you, in the Frogwarts box, there was a light that changed colors. It's a Patronus, and I brought that in, and my boy saw it, and we were very excited, and we named all of the colors that it changed. So,
oh yes, because it goes through like 6 or 7 colors.
yes. Oh yeah, it's very fun.
I got some silks from Silks for You. We know how I like these, right? Yes. So my first one is PR 180.
Ooh.
And then PR 183 to go with it.
Nice.
And then PR 184.
Ooh.
And PR 185.
Nice. Well, they just know enough to give you like a fun blue and a fun purple in every pack, don't they?
I was like, ooh, when I opened the bag. So it's always so fun to get it.
That first one was really pretty. That made me be like, do I have some sort of project that I could stitch that in?
I love that I'm getting these, and I really need to get them all set up on a ring so that I can see them and know what I want to buy extra of.
Right.
I did this thing that's getting in my way up here. I did get another package of stickers from Pipsticks. That's always fun. And I won't pull those out and show you, but it's a fun subscription. Then from Fiberlicious, I signed up for the Fabric of the Month Club, and I get 32 count linen, and this one is called Summer Soiree. I'll open it up all the way for you here. Look at this.
Ooh.
It is a little more intense than that's showing.
Yeah.
It's more out there.
That's really fun.
I just loved it. It reminds me a little of one of my favorite fabrics from Picture This Plus, which is Arbor, but Arbor is a softer color than this. So this is like the intense version.
Oh, nice.
And then in the mail this week, I also got Forever in Peace from Sweet Wings Studio.
Oh, fun.
Okay, and I'll turn it crooked. So now the cool thing is that it looks like a bunch of specialty stitches, but it's really all just cross stitch.
Oh, really?
Yep. So very cool. I'm really happy with that.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. And I had a couple other things. So the garage sale. I have gotten several things, but one of the last things I got, I already own this pattern. Giggles in the Snow from Mirabilia.
Oh, fun.
Love this. But the reason that I bought it again is that I adopted it.
Oh, nice.
And we already have
oh, wow.
the girl almost all the way done.
Wow.
And those stitches are gorgeous.
What a find.
So yeah, had to bring that home. I've decided I'm not going to put the words Snow Angel top and bottom. So really there's not a lot left to do on her. And then I would just have him to go. They didn't include any floss in here, but it's all DMC. So I'll just, and I have a lot of older DMC stash, so I'm sure that I can work through and figure it out.
Right.
Also I got,
I almost bought that.
I love this. And this is the third book that Emma Congdon has put out. These are the patterns in this one.
I love this. I saw a flip through of this, and I'm going to have to get it because I just love it.
It just is so much fun. I was trying to find the number on this one. I don't know that I could convince myself to really commit and do this, but I absolutely, sorry, the pages won't turn. I absolutely love this one.
Oh, that one is fun.
It just,
Mhm. I don't
and
know. Maybe if you started it and passed it back and forth between you and a certain friend, you could get it done. I don't know that I'd put it up, but I love that one too. So I'd be happy to stitch on it.
well, awesome. Thank you. I have this, and I don't think I showed this last time. I got this as a birthday present from my friend Athena. So it's this beautiful bag. And I need to look. I'm sorry, it's right inside. It is from Pinky Promises. She is just starting out, and I got those beautiful floss tags in there too.
Oh, wow.
She does different things with each bag, but here's the thing. I get this zipped again. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
So we've seen some where people do this on the inside, but on the back where you're actually going to get to see it. And that is just beautiful.
Yes.
So even though Athena has apparently thrown me under the bus for a second week on her Flosstube, I'm still showing this beautiful bag that my friend bought me. So thank you, Athena. I don't even think she watches this.
But just in case.
Yes. No, I think she does. So now I'll get some comment. But anyway, that's it for my haul. So that takes us on to
whips.
Yep.
Okay. So I do actually have some things to show you this time, because for the past few weeks I've been working on a model. But so I worked a little bit this week on Bonded by the Raid from Heaven and Earth Designs. The artwork is by Leonid Afermov. And I'm just going to get really close and show you. I'm working on this little leaf here. So you can see the whole thing. It's still in my hoop. So here's the whole thing so far.
You've made good progress.
Oh, thanks. I got a couple hundred stitches in. So I put in most of that pink leaf up there.
Very cool. Now, are you going to do it on a diagonal?
No. So I found her name is Allison Royal. I think her channel is Royal Stitcher. She actually started a Facebook group doing a method that she calls Royal Rows, which is basically taking one of your 10 by 10 squares and doing 2 of them and then parking underneath or parking to the side and just going across that way, which is kind of a different method of completing and parking than I've seen. And a lot of people in the Haid Facebook group were talking about it. So I joined her Facebook group and I was like, I'll try it out. So we'll see how it goes. That's kind of what I've been working on getting this to look like. So
okay, is that on Pattern Keeper?
Yes. Oh, so do you want to know the stats?
Yes, I do. I love to hear the percentage. I know it's always like, I want to know how many total stitches it has, and then your percentage.
Let me zoom in so that I can. Okay, so it has 224,000 stitches.
Yes.
So far, I have done 10,189, and I am at 4.55%.
Which is amazing. But I love to hear, I think I'm just fascinated by the numbers on Pattern Keeper.
Right. Oh, no, it's fun.
You,
it's fun
the accountant.
Yes. No, it's definitely fun. And so I can kind of show you. So here's the whole thing zoomed out so you can see what I've done so far. I've done 1 page. So, but yeah, it's going right along. And I'm happy I pulled this one back out. I hadn't worked on it for a long time, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been kind of scratching that full coverage itch that I have a little bit.
Awesome.
And then I was trying to decide what I was going to work on Friday night. I didn't really want anything that was going to be too difficult. And I just ran across this. It's Til Death by Satsuma Street. I hadn't worked on this for a long time. You guys voted back whenever I started this that you wanted me to start with the groom because of his mustache, which his mustache we won't see until the end because it's beads. And so here's where I am on him.
Fun.
So what I did this time is I did the red and the hearts in his eyes and then the green and orange around. It's not a whole lot of stitching, but still some. And it was fun to kind of pull that back out and work on it. And then yesterday, I was watching a movie with my boy and he decided that he wanted to watch The Little Mermaid. And I thought, well, what am I going to stitch? And so I thought it was the perfect time to start Steampunk Serpent by SamSarah. And guys, I've got this like all decked out because about the time that I wanted to start this project, the Steampunk box came out. So I have like the floss cards and the floss ring and everything from that box, Black Needle Society box. So I've got it all on those cards. And then I have the needle minder that came with it too that I'm using. But here's where I am on it so far. I'm a little better than 400 stitches in.
Wow.
This is on a piece of 36 count extra from Fortnight Fabrics. So
cool.
So I got all of like these little sections here done. So it's been fun so far. I really like it. It's really colorful. And I think it definitely looks different on this green than it does on the neutral that they stitched on. So, but anyway, those are my whips for this week. So
well, buckle up because I have a bunch. I always have to go back and look at my sheet, and thank goodness I marked down dates so that I can look at when was the last time we filmed and know what I should bring to show.
Yes.
So if you don't know, I started the year with 180 whips and maybe even a couple over that. And I divided them out by month to stitch on and in groups each month. And I split them up. They're all in categories: small, medium, large, extra large, and BAP. And each month I work on a group of them. And then I've been making some decisions about them. Nice. So the funny thing is that there was one I couldn't find when I was doing my whip parade. And I'm like, where in the heck has this gone? Mm-hmm. I was looking through my finishes the other day and there it was.
Oh, it snuck in. It decided it was done.
I never marked it as a finish last year. Oh. Yeah, I had finished. So my official finish count for last year is 39 instead of 38. Yeah. So that lowered this by one. But I've had a pretty fun month, and with all of the retreats and things, I have stitched a lot. So I started off this section with My Home Sweet Home from Shepherd's Bush, which is really cute with all those little sheep.
Yes, teeny tiny houses.
Yeah. And what I worked on this time is white.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I have weird things growing on my fabric. That's, that's just how that goes.
Yeah, one sheep looks like he had a bad haircut because he's just got patches missing in the middle of him.
And I have that in my Stars and Stripes sleeve.
Ooh, fun.
And then Keisha bought me Flag of Stars, and there was a day that I pulled it back out again. I had originally thought I would finish this month. No way. There's a lot of stitches in this.
There are.
But I did get all of that light blue in.
Yes.
And
all a good start.
Yeah, all of the white up there in the corner. So I have the dark blue to go in, and it'll just be the rows of stars. And I've left this one on a hoop because I keep coming back to it. It's one that I've just left out so that I will work on it more during the month.
It's a good tired eyes one too, since it's the over 2 on it.
Yeah. Yes, with the big pearl cotton on the natural linen. Yeah. And it's like 18 count natural linen over 2.
Mm-hmm.
So then I have Green on Green by Rosewood Manor. I love this one.
Yes.
And I am approaching this section. I'm saving those letters for last. I don't know. I may have to do a few and see if I really want to be saving letters.
Right, that's true.
But I'll show you. This is where I am.
Wow. That's
So, okay. So I did this section kind of in the middle down here. Hello. There we go. I worked on these motifs. This is the start of the really huge motif.
Okay.
It's this great big flowery one.
Gotcha.
So I have made good progress on this. And this is on a piece of Witchelt linen. I can't tell you exactly what it is, but it's just a pretty green linen.
Mm-hmm.
And I have it in my frog bag from Judy.
So cute.
Yeah, I love it. So, and I am putting things away as I go because I have a lot of whips.
Got to.
Yes. So then I pulled out one. This is one of my 22 for 22. So Katie and I started 22 projects at the beginning of the year between December 31st and January 1st, things that we've had in our stash that we just wanted to get started. So one of mine is the Red and the Black by Prairie Moon. And it's just this really pretty sampler. And I'm working on this W. I was trying to get close enough to see if you could see the red. Can you see the touches of red? They're little bitty fill in, and I think you'll see it when I actually finally get there. But for right now, this is what I have.
Ooh, so you got that whole border done.
Yes. Does it kind of remind you of the borders on like the I've gone brain dead. The Supernatural Sal, and what was the last one? The Cryptid Sal.
Oh yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Kind of cool. And this is on 32 count Days Gone By linen from Lakeside Linens, I believe. Let's put this back in. And this one, I have it in another fun Love You More sleeve. If you're new here, I am the one who sews all the sleeves for Love You More. Mm-hmm. And this one, this was so fun when we found this one.
Oh yeah, that one is fun.
We call this one Black Pearl because
Mm-hmm.
it reminds us of that. And then next up, my little mini impressionisms, Texas Wildflowers.
Ooh.
I just love this one. This is from Cross-Eyed Cat. Evidently, you cannot find this one anymore. I went on a color completing mission during one of the retreats, and I finished a couple of the blues.
Oh, wow.
So I have a lot more in than I did before. I know it doesn't look like a whole lot yet, but I'm getting there. And obviously I need to take this one to the sewing machine.
Well, you know, that does happen.
What I should do is just put it right up here because I'm right by my sewing machine. And then I'll take care of it. Then next up, this one I'm trying to set up this year so that next year I can use the Janet Jabber method of 1 state and 1 star every week.
Yeah.
And be able to get it finished. So I'm setting up this, and I had gotten all the way around and it was not going to meet up.
Oh no.
And I realized that wait, I'm showing you the wrong direction. When I started, I only had part of this line up here.
Mm-hmm.
So I had gotten all the way around and I had started back down this side. Well, when I started down, I had messed up my count in here. So I had to tear out about 100 stitches, but I'm getting back there.
Nice. Yeah, you've almost got it to meet up.
Yeah. And this is on a 36 count. I want to say it's affogato, but I can't remember. It'll be in the notes, the drop down notes. And it's from Fiber on a Whim. And it is in a bag that Athena got me last year for my birthday.
Oh, nice.
So that's what I need to keep out and work on too. July has been filled with a lot of the projects that I started for my birthday. This one actually was for Keisha's baby shower salve. So it's samplers from the Scarlet House, and it was supposed to have a sheep. Well, there is a chart available inside where I can change to sheep there. So mine will have sheep. Now, this is so exciting. But I did get a lot in.
Yeah.
Ready?
I mean, getting that border stuff in is like a big deal. I feel like once you get all the border in, then it's kind of downhill whenever you're filling in the stuff in the middle. Because
it is just over halfway across. Wow. It's no joke. You have a long way to go with it.
Right.
And I've been having some problems with my wrist. So I have been stitching very slowly and deliberately. And some days I'm stitching left-handed. Because that's a thing now. Yeah.
Right. Well, see, then you're better than me because I can't stitch left-handed at all. My left hand has no idea what to do other than hold on to the hoop.
I was very determined, and yeah, I have worked it out. When I started last year for my birthday, I think last year, was Button Posies.
Yeah, it was last year.
From the Scarlet House, and I'm doing this one. And I made a little more progress on it. I had part of one of the little blackbirds and the red border, and I finished the other little blackbirds and started on that bowl, which I didn't realize had this white outline around it. Because I didn't see that in the picture.
Yeah, no, you can't really see that very well.
You can kind of see it at the top, but yeah.
It blends in at the bottom.
It does. So that's what I worked on with it, and I really like it. It's a sweet little piece. I was trying to see if I think this is another one of my Fiber on a Whim fabrics. And I have this in a cute little cat bag from Crafty Cat.
Cute.
Okay. I was trying to get this to turn over here. It'll do it this way.
Oh, fun.
Is that just cute? She has an Etsy shop, and she puts up a lot of floss jewelry, and her husband has made some of the scissor trees that you can put.
Cool.
Yeah. And she has needle minders and all sorts of things. And every once in a while, she will put a little bitty bag like that. So they're pretty cute. Okay. Then next up, I have Boobies Apiary from Artist Designs. And I love Artist Designs, but I have to tell you that I have messed up because this fabric is not good for this. I think you can see that I actually did put stitches in here, but in person, you can't tell that I did because it's the same color as the fabric. Yeah.
Oh, so that means all the ghosts would fade into the background.
Yes. And I was looking at the other colors. I'm like, did I seriously not do a floss toss? So this is definitely going to be a UFO. But the other thing that I noticed when I looked at it, and Keisha and I have already talked, so she knows this. So because she gave me this.
It's okay. It's okay. Life's too short to work on things that are going to make you miserable.
It has all sorts of back stitching.
It also has approximately 1 million French knots.
Oh, so yes, that one is just going to retire. And I don't know if I'm going to try and pick out what I already have, because that's a piece of R&R linen.
Oh, yeah. So you don't want to waste that.
Yeah. And I have one more. So during WIPCO, I guess I didn't pull the cover out on this. during WIPCO this month, one of the squares it's called is work on a Christmas piece for me. So I pulled out and Rudolph from La Di Da.
I like that one a lot.
It's a very cute thing. And I have it on this scrap linen from my, I think this actually may be Affogato with the gorgeous marbling on it. I love that.
Yes.
But I managed to, I had the outside border, I had this bottom of the inside, and I had Rudolph. So I went all the way up this side with this one. That's how much was left on there. And then I did the and I did Blitzen and So
is most of them.
I've been using this cute needle minder from Nerdy Needle. Visit Pemberley, they said. He won't be home, they said.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Oh, wait, let me make you giggle a little more. Here's the back.
Well.
It was just too cute.
Yes.
So I need to get in 500 stitches on that. And I know that up the side, if I had gotten all the way to the top, it would have been a little over 100. But I think I'm about 30 stitches short there. And you guys, you know, we always talk about that we have way more stitches and things than we know. There are 35 stitches in this ampersand.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but I still, that means I have quite a bit more to go on this to meet my WIPCO for the month on that. So
we still have a week though.
That's right. But so that would take me to the next part, which is plans.
Okay, so my plans, I need to work on a piece that I'm donating to the retreat. So I've really got to get in gear on that. I kind of gave myself this week off to stitch on whatever I wanted to since I had been so heavy in model stitching, but I need to get to that. Also, as mentioned before, my birthday is next Sunday, which means I need a birthday start. And I forgot to bring them in here with me because I was going to have you guys vote. I'm going to work on a mill hill. So what I need from you guys is to tell me whether or not I should stitch a taco or a sleeping pig. So comment below whether or not I should stitch a taco or a sleeping pig, and that's the one I'll choose.
Awesome. I have a lot to get finished in the next couple of weeks before retreat, the next week and a half. But I have one more whip in this beautiful, beautiful bag. One more whip that I need to touch this month from my list. And there was a stray piece of floss. I don't know what from. And the one I have left is the one I started for Keisha's birthday because I knew it would make her laugh. P's and Q's.
Love it.
So it's kind of appropriate because, you know, it would be about your birthday again.
Neat. See, that's what July is going to be. It's going to be things that you started on your birthday, things that remind you of Katie and Brie, and then things you start for my birthday.
Yes. So, and I mean, when I pulled things, I specifically pulled these things because they were the July things that I wanted to work on. So, yeah, kind of fun. But I have some pieces to get finished up and get mailed out. And some other things that I need to get done for retreat. And my wrist is just not cooperating. And so I don't know how much stitching I will have, but.
Right. You got to rest it up before you're stitching in person with people.
Yes. And see what I can get to work on during retreat. I'm trying to think what I want to take and what kinds of things will be doable for me there.
Yes. Oh man, that will be so exciting.
Oh, which also tells me it will be August, and so I will have a whole new set of whips. The weekend of retreat, which is the first weekend in August, I will put up a whip parade to show you what I have coming up to work on.
Yes.
So unless I get busy and put it up for next week, if Keisha and I don't manage to get a stitch with us.
Yes, yeah, we're gonna talk and try to plan a Stitch with Us because my husband has a whole lot of things planned for Saturday before my birthday, so I don't know that I'm gonna be in much of a state to film Sunday morning. That'll also be my birthday, and my mother-in-law's coming to town to watch James, so that my husband and I can go and spend the night away for that night. So we'll probably come back and have some sort of brunch or something with her. So
That'd be fun.
yes, yes.
So if we film Sunday, Keisha's already told me it would be late in the evening, but which wouldn't probably matter a whole lot because we would be doing a Stitch with Us.
Right, right. We don't
Leading
need the
up
good
to,
lighting for Stitch with Us.
yeah, yeah, just good questions, right?
Right.
Okay, do you think we have rambled long enough?
Oh boy, and the shenanigans this time, I tell you.
So there's really nothing left to say except bye.
Bye. Have a good week.